Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the fastest money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars in no time. That's right, and in total, I will be covering 6 different money methods all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But with all that being said, let's get into the very first money method. Alright, so for the first one, we're going to be using the counterfeit cash factory business, since this week all of the sell missions inside there are paying out double money plus double RP, which is very good. So to start running this business, there's 2 different ways. First of all, by actually entering inside the business itself and signing into the computer, or if you own a mansion like I do, you could also enter inside your main office where the computer is at and then sign into your master control terminal. You could also do this wherever else you own a master control terminal, but once signed into the master control terminal, here you'll see all of the different businesses you own in GTA 5 Online, which of course include the counterfeit cash factory business. So once signed in to the business, you want to make sure the supplies level is all the way full, that way the stock level can actually raise. So to do this, go over to where it says resupply and you'll see 2 different options, the option to steal supplies or buy supplies. Trust me, the only option you ever want to choose is buy supplies. Because once you buy the supplies, all you'll need to do is simply wait 5 to 10 minutes, then a full set of supplies will be delivered to your business. But once your supplies level is all the way full, that is literally all you need to do. Just make sure the supplies level is always constantly full. That way the stock can always be raising. And another way to make the stock raise even faster is by going over here to where it says buy upgrades. By owning all 3 of these upgrades will make the business fill up the fastest way possible. And if you don't own them, then it will take slightly longer. Which these are also 40% off this week. So if you don't own them, I would recommend buying these upgrades this week. Anyway though, another way to make this business raise even faster if you own a mansion is by going over here to your mansion services option and clicking where it says business production boost. Here you'll see all 7 different businesses that we have the option to give a business production boost to, but you of course need to own them, and of course one of those options is the counterfeit cash factory. So by choosing the counterfeit cash factory, you'll be now giving it a speed production boost of 3 times, which is really crazy. It is basically giving it a 66% boost in speed production, filling it up even faster. But just keep in mind, this boost will only last for 24 hours, and then the next day you can't use it on the same business. You will have to switch it to another business. Anyway though, cutting straight to it, once your business is completely full of stock, here is how much money it will sell for. As you can see, $735,000 as long as you sell it to the farthest location, which for me is Blaine County. So from here, click on where it says confirm. You will be getting multiple sell vehicles unless you get lucky, which in this case, I got multiple sell vehicles. As you can see, I have 3 different trash trucks that I need to deliver to 5 different drop-offs each. Which I know does sound like a lot, but as you can see, as long as you are doing the sell mission in an invite only session, you'll have 45 minutes in total to complete the sell mission, which trust me is more than enough time as a solo player. As you can see right here, it took me around just over 20 minutes to complete the entire sell mission as a solo player, which once I did, I got paid my $735,000 just like so. Which is some pretty darn good money, especially considering that this business literally takes no effort whatsoever. All you need to do is be patient and wait for it to fill up completely full of stock. Alright, but now getting into the second money method, I will now be showing you how to make $253,000 in only 3 minutes. That's right, if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location in Pacific Bluffs where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad and then stay still, but then open up the pause menu. Then simply come all the way up here to where the checkpoint is at to mark it. Once you've marked it, then drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, simply click right D-pad to start the HSW time trial, and all you'll want to do is go down this hill just as normal, but once all the way down, it'll tell you to take a right, but do not take a right. You actually want to take a left on this first street and start going all the way down. Because you'll see once you start going all the way here left, it'll give you a whole new waypoint to follow. So from here, literally follow exactly where the waypoint is telling you to go to the entire way through. Because luckily this week's HSW time trial route is super easy to follow. I think the only hard part is dodging traffic, which honestly there's not even that much traffic. But as long as you made it over to the destination in time, here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $253,000 in just over 3 minutes of beating a very easy HSW time trial. Just make sure you do it by this week, of course. Okay, but now getting into the third money method, we are going to be playing the hasta, vista adversary mode, which finally returned to GTA 5 Online this week and is paying double money plus double RP. So to start this game mode for yourself, all you want to do is first open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and then adversary mode. Then you'll see right here the hasta, vista adversary modes. All of them will be paying double money plus double RP as I said, so start whichever one of these you want to. In case anyone here watching has never played hasta la vista, it's actually a pretty fun game mode to play and also a pretty nerve-wracking game mode to play as well. Because the way this game mode works is there's two different teams, one team of truckers and one team of cyclists. I'm pretty sure you could expect what the truckers team has to do. Literally all they have to do is chase down the cyclists and run them over to take all of them out. But on the other hand, the cyclists, what they have to do is try their best to dodge all of the truckers, that way they don't get taken out or run over, and try their best to make it all the way over to a finish line. These rounds are also typically really short, around 4 minutes each, and the way you'll win as a cyclist is of course making it over to the finish line, but a way to win as a trucker is by taking out all of the cyclists. It is pretty nerve-wracking though, because once you make it over to the finish line, that is when all of the truckers will be trying their hardest to take you out, as you can see right here, but luckily I still made it over to the finish line and was able to win the match. Which once you win, here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $98,000, and also on top of that 6,900 RP, which is also very good. So yeah, if you ask me, for a game mode that literally anybody could start for themselves to make lots of money and RP, this is definitely a really good money method for you to be doing this entire week. Alright, but now getting into the fourth money method, we're going to be using the legal money fronts businesses, which include the hands-on car wash business, the Higgins Heli Tours business, and also the smoke on the water dispensary, since all of these will be paying triple money plus triple RP this entire week. So to start making money with this, all you want to do is first open up your phone, go over to your contacts, and then call Raf. Once Raf picks up, you'll see at the top left you have all three of your money fronts businesses, which of course include the Higgins Heli Tours business, so select that business. Then you'll see two different options, the helicopter tours, which we only need to do once the heat bar is all the way full or almost all the way full, and then the money laundering missions, which are the only missions we want to be doing to make the most amounts of money with this business, so go ahead and start up one of the money laundering missions. These missions are usually really easy. In this case, all I had to do was go over to a drop site, which once I found the smugglers, I then had to follow their boat all the way over to a special drop off. Then once I was over at that drop off, I had to take out all of the smugglers, which was very easy, and after I took them out, I then had to pick up the cash case. After I picked up the case, it was literally as simple as me delivering this back over to my Higgins Heli Tours business, which once I did, I was completely done doing the first money laundering mission. It took me under 5 minutes. You will also notice once you load inside the business that none of the money gets deposited into your bank account. That is because the money will be given to us around 5 to 10 minutes later, and that money will be stored only inside the hands-on car wash. So I would recommend just doing another money laundering mission right away. That way we can get the money from the first one right after we finish the second money laundering mission. But once you end up coming inside the hands-on car wash, once your money spawns inside the money briefcase, you can now go up to it and collect the cash, which is going to be $35,000 per money laundering mission that you complete this week. Whatever you do though, make sure you at least complete 3 money laundering missions, or even 3 of the legal work missions from the hands-on car wash, because as you'll see, that is this week's weekly challenge, to complete 3 jobs from the hands-on car wash, which is honestly very easy for a weekly challenge, and once you complete that, you'll get paid $100,000 right after. Alright, but now getting into the 6th and final money method, I will be showing you how to make $101,000 in only 1 minute. That's right, it's super simple, and if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location in front of the Fort Zancudo Air Base where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest motorcycle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to simply click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu and then come over here to the right where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you've marked it, then drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, pretty much whenever you are ready, simply click right D-pad to start the time trial, and all you want to do is follow exactly where I'm going across this bridge, then take a left. From here, pretty much follow exactly where I'm going all the way along this entire road, trying to go as fast as you possibly can while also dodging traffic. And it's pretty simple because you want to follow the entire road all the way down until you get to this point right here. This is when you want to start going all the way up this big part of the mountain. Which this is really the only hard or tricky part about this week's time trial, going up this part of the mountain. But trust me, as long as you followed exactly where I was going up this part of the mountain, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. But once you did make it over to the top of the mountain where the destination is located at and you beat the time trial in time, here is how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $101,000 in just over 1 minute of beating a very easy time trial. Just make sure you do it by this week. Alright, but like I said, that was going to be the very last money method of today's video. I hope you went on to enjoy. Those are going to be all of the fastest money methods. I would recommend you to be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself lots of money in no time. So with that being said, if you went on to enjoy my video and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on it before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. And with all that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next GTA 5 Online video. Peace.